Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Muskego High School Performing Arts Center. As a courtesy to the performers and fellow audience members, please silence all cell phones, pagers, and other electronic devices at this time. For the safety of the performers, flash photography is strictly prohibited. Please note the locations of the emergency exits on the side and rear of the auditorium. We would like to remind you that food, beverages, and gum are prohibited in the Performing Arts Center. If you find it necessary to leave during the performance, please do so through the exits at the rear of the auditorium. Thank you and enjoy the show.
Yes, yes. Check, check, check. Is this on? There we go. Good evening, everybody. I am so pumped. We are here. It finally happened. Yes. I am so excited about tonight. This is a bittersweet night. We've got seniors with their final concert, and this with our first concert of the year is kind of a weird thing, but I can't tell you how excited I am to put these kids in front of actual people. That isn't me. So thank you for being here. Thank you for doing everything that you did to get them here all year. Waking up super early on cold mornings. Oh my God! Do you remember after we had daylight savings time and it was cold, and the next day, Monday morning felt like a 2 o'clock in the morning rehearsal? Well, we got here, okay? So I want to thank you for that. I want to thank all the students that you're going to see tonight. They've been through a lot this year. They've been awesome. This has been a difficult year, certainly, in and out of school. So thank you all for all that you did to make sure that happened. I do want to also thank. I know there are some administrators here tonight. I want to thank them for entrusting Mr. Beckman and myself with these students and trusting us with decisions that are both the best for the kids to give them the best musical experience possible that they could have had this year, and being safe all at the same time. So thank you to those administrators that allowed that to happen. There we go. All right. A couple of announcements before we hit our first note here. We have cabaret this Friday. We're super excited about that. There are, if you haven't seen the barrage of emails that you've been getting, there are three different performance slots that night. One from 6 to 7, one from 7 to 8, one from 8 to 9. All approximate except that first starting time. Each of the bands you're going to see before you tonight is performing that night. Tuesday, Friday, this band right here is going to be performing at the end of the first session. Monday, Wednesday, the second band you're going to see here tonight is at the end of the second session, which should be just before 8. And then Jazz 1 will wrap up the night just before 9 o'clock. So I hope you are all able to be there for that as well, or at least have some way to watch it, either at Suburban Bourbon or at home or here or wherever. One more announcement for you. We have a mattress sale Saturday, May 22nd. If you're not familiar with how that works, every year-ish now, I guess, up in the lobby, we have a little mattress showroom set up by a company from Chicago that helps us raise some money every year, and it's an amazing deal. They are real mattresses from real companies for really good prices. So if you or anybody in your family or friends that have been thinking about getting a mattress, send them here. Come here Saturday Saturday the 22nd, and we'll get yourself a mattress and raise some money for the music department here. We've collected thousands upon thousands of dollars from that sale every year, so it's a really good one. All right. On with the show. Shut up, Mr. Miller. Okay, the first one is called Mercy, 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 written by Joe Zawinul for Cannonball Adderley, two names that you should know that you probably don't. In 1966, by the way, it went to number 2 on the Soul chart that year and number 11 on the Billboard Top 100. This song will feature 2 of our very own, Angie Brandis on alto sax and Maddie Brunner on trumpet. Hope you enjoy live performance this year. I knew that was going to feel good, and I was right. That was awesome. You know, coming into high school is a tough thing, and then signing up for jazz band as a freshman, that's a big. I'm ready to do this thing kind of moment for a freshman, and you're looking at a band that is chocked full of them, and for them to sound like that at the end in their freshman year is awesome. So I can't tell you how proud I am of all those kids and look forward to what they're going to be doing. By the way, you're also seeing a lot of people in here that are they're involved with 2 or even 3 of these bands. That's right. They're in more bands than me, I think. So uh, you're going to see some of these kids throughout the night, which really helps this kind of group too. All right, our second tune is called Party Peeps. Sometimes you just need to play some rock. This song features Sam Basil over there on tenor sax and Max Ferris back there on trumpet. There we go. Awesome, awesome. All right. Next one for us tonight is Emancipation Blues. It's written by the great Oliver Nelson for his 1962 album, Afro American Sketches. If you haven't heard that one, I highly recommend it. Oliver Nelson, African American Sketches. This has become one of the blues songs for high school jazz bands and professional jazz bands out there. This one features Adam Kent Ropsky, which I call AKR, and everybody else should as well, on trumpet, and Nico Norelli on alto sax. Emancipation Blues. I was just reminded of something. We like it when kids are really good at lots of things, whether it be basketball and band or whatever. We like that a lot. And some kids are just good at a lot of things in here as well. I don't know if you noticed what just happened there. Will Brzezicki went from drum set to alto and alto to drum set. He plays alto in Monday, Wednesday. He plays drum set in this one. And, we have two drummers and they each do two songs. And like last week he said, when I'm not playing drum set, can I play alto? Yes, you can. Yeah, Will. Yeah, buddy. So, Mr. Beckman and I just decided that that's going to be a requirement for all drummers from now on. They always have to play alto. Okay? Evan Jones. Evan, we have parents out there for Evan. Alto lessons this summer would be good. Okay. All right, last song for this group. It's called Hot Sauce. This is a really fun Latin piece. We'll feature Max Ferris on trumpet, Eldon Lemke on tenor, and will be started off by Nathaniel Yaki on piano. All right, hope you enjoy it. Thanks so much for checking out this band tonight. They're awesome.
Hello. Hey, it's my turn to talk. How's everybody doing tonight? Feels pretty good to be back. I got to tell you, I've been dreaming about this moment for you don't know how long. Seriously, missed you guys. I think the biggest travesty of this whole thing, though, is missing out on the treat table. Like, seriously, the treats. Actually, that's not true at all. I don't need the treats. I don't know about you, but I definitely put on the COVID-19 and probably a little bit more than that. So the group in front of you is our Monday, Wednesday jazz ensemble. And we're going to start things off with a tune from 1962, the theme song to the movie The Days of Wine and Roses. Anybody remember that movie? I was not alive. I don't remember it either. But this is a jazz standard that I play all the time at gigs. It's a great tune. It was written by Henry Mancini, who wrote The Pink Panther. You probably know him best for that. This actually won the Academy Award for Best Song. It's going to feature Nevin Stojadinovic on trumpet and Lily Varia on alto sax. The Days of Wine and Roses. Okay, next for you, we have up another famous jazz standard called On Green Dolphin Street, which is also the title track to a movie. This one came out in 1947. That's the year my dad was born. It's been recorded many times by artists like Miles Davis, Herbie Hancock, Mel Torme, and the great Tony Bennett. This is going to feature Sean Parody on tenor sax. And I want you to notice Lucas Clems, too. He's got to switch back and forth between a Latin beat and a swing beat perfectly in time like that, which is a really great skill for drum set players to learn. He's doing a great job. So, On Green Dolphin Street.
Hello again. All right. So this next tune, you have definitely heard of it. Africa by Toto. It's their only #1 hit. What? I don't understand how that happened. It was covered by Weezer a few years ago, but wait, let me check my notes here. It was also covered by the 2012 Muskego High School Marching Band. That's probably why you know this song, right? 2012, what a good year. All right, this song will feature Ryan Kepp on alto sax, Jared Gibson on bass, Rachel Fredland on trombone, and Jacob Mansky on drums. Feel free to sing along. I just realized something. We should have had the moment where, when you're at a concert and the whole band stops and then the singer puts the microphone out so the crowd can sing along. Let's try it again. All right, one more for this tune. Or one more tune for this band. There you go. Sweet Home Chicago, recorded by the legendary blues guitarist Robert Johnson in 1936. That's right, 1936. If there's an old legend that goes, and Ralph Macchio made a movie about it. Robert Johnson's the one that apparently sold his soul to the devil at the crossroads to achieve his musical godness. So this is that guy. Also, you may have heard the Blues Brothers definitely sang the song and made it famous again in their movie. And this one will feature Trinity Blues on tenor sax, Jen Blues on alto sax, and Kayla Blues on alto sax as well. Thank you for all those that got that joke. All right.
I'm back. No more jokes. No more jokes. No more bad dad jokes. I'm sorry about the. Somebody, I think it was like in 2010, wrote the principal and said, "Would you please tell Mr. Beckman to stop telling jokes at jazz concerts?" I thought that was too far. I mean, it's a jazz concert. We're supposed to be light mood. All right, well, this is Jazz 1. Super excited to play for you tonight. We're going to start off with, I don't know if it's a real famous tune, but it's a gem that we found in our library. It's like got this cool 1960s big band swing vibe. And it's going to feature Nicholas Waldock on trumpets. This is Another Shade of Blue. Okay, in all seriousness, one of the big things that we've missed this year is for our younger kids get to see the development that happens in our program, right? And I'm so excited. Tuesday, Friday, freshmen, sophomores out there, that and parents that you get to hear what our top ensemble sounds like. This is the goal. This is what happens when you stick with it. You continue to work hard and build your skills. You're able to, produce some really, really, really high quality, fun to listen to music. So super excited that that's happening tonight. This next piece features two people, Duncan Rose on tenor saxophone, and Zoe Zilgett, who's a French horn player, playing trumpet in our top jazz ensemble. That's pretty awesome. It's a tune called Carnival. It's written by a guy named Steve Spiegel, who's out of Los Angeles, who was a little bit ahead of his time. He was always like writing really unique arrangements with different time signatures and different feels. And this one has a whole bunch of different time signatures in it. And it's called Carnival. Enjoy it. I don't know if you could tell, that was not an easy song to play. Holy cow, that was a lot of work with an awesome payoff at the end. Bravo. All right, our next piece is going to feature a really talented member of our ensemble. This kid, Cole Danlin, I've been teaching for 24 years. I'm a saxophone player. I think he's the best saxophone player I've ever had in 24 years. He is, woo! So, we just knew we had to feature him on something. So, we went and found like the biggest, longest, most extravagant feature we could find. There's slow bluesy parts, there's fast swing stuff. It's so awesome. And I put like a little clip of it on the internet last night, and people were freaking out about how good it sounded. So you guys get to hear the whole thing. How awesome is that going to be? So this is Cole Danlin on tenor saxophone on a tune called Curveball. So, can you guys hear me? I feel like I'm screaming. Can you hear me? All right, good. So, yeah, that was pretty awesome, huh? Yeah, I told you. Yeah. Well, thank you very much. Appreciate that. So we have a whole bunch of band awards that we give out, and tonight we're going to give away 2 of them. And it's my pleasure to do the first one. This is the 2021 Woody Herman Jazz Award. So this award was created in 1988, shortly after Herman's death, to honor outstanding jazz students. Woody Herman was an American clarinetist, alto, soprano, saxophonist, singer, and big band leader. Born in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Algonquin for the good land, I believe, right? Woody led various groups called the Herd. Woody Herman was one of the most popular bands of the 1930s and 40s. His bands often played music that was experimental for its time. Ooh. He was a featured halftime performer in Super Bowl VII. We're not going to talk about football right now. In honor of Woody Herman, an award was created in his name recognizing a student who excelled in the genre of jazz. I always get choked up when I do these because I think about like the last 4 years and all this stuff. So if I lose it, just go with it, okay? Lucas Thorstad, come up here. So last year we had to go around to kids' houses and like give these awards to them. And it was like, I get to stand face to face with them. It's kind of cool. So we're going to do that this year too. So, Lucas, having you in jazz band the past 4 years has been such a joy. A band is as good as its bass player. And for years, you've made us sound fantastic. We admire your tenacity and your hard work, which are the reasons for why you are so good as you are today. I can't believe how far you've come, and I'm proud of what you've accomplished. For those of you that don't know this, Lucas came to us as a trumpet player. He asked if he could play bass in jazz band, however. Now my eyes are like watering. I'm like, it's so embarrassing, like crying in front of all these people. He asked if he could play bass and jazz in a school that doesn't have an orchestra. We are always looking for our next bass player. By the way, we're looking for one right now. And so we happily agreed. Little did we know at the time the depths to which Lucas was going to take his bass playing. He started taking lessons from Matt Miller, the other one, who is one of the best private lesson teachers in the state. From there, Lucas just took off. He fell in love with bass so much that he began to play upright bass as well. And soon afterwards, it was a switch to playing bass full time. And he made it into wind ensemble. He played in pit orchestra, which is written for like professional bass players. And this guy's just eating it up. For your accomplishments, I say bravo, and don't be surprised when I call you to sub for me on bass gigs. Lucas Thorstad, everybody.
All right. One more. And then one more tune. All right. I'm gonna do it the same way he did. The Louis Armstrong Jazz Award. Louis Armstrong was the epitome of jazz as a trumpeter, singer, and band leader. His imaginative, simple style led the way for others and changed the course of jazz. His phenomenal skill dazzled audiences around the world. Lucille Armstrong, his wife in later years, described his love for people. Louis's greatest personality traits were humility and generosity. He just loved people, and he always tried to understand them too. He was compassionate, generous, and understanding with everyone. He was loved not only for his style, but as a person as well. The Louis Armstrong Jazz Award was introduced in 1974, best year ever. Both he and I were. That's right. With the approval of his widow, Lucille Armstrong, to honor outstanding jazz students. Marshall, come on up here. Now, I'm going to stare into his eyes as I read just about him. Marshall, it has been such a pleasure to watch you. I'm going to talk to you through them, okay? Okay, you just feel it, okay? Watch you grow into an outstanding musician you are today. You are what you are because of your work, your tail off. For years, you have stayed after school, stayed through lunches, and came in during study halls. To this day, every day, he's there. It's awesome. You are constantly practicing your skills and improving as a musician. You are a testament to what someone can accomplish through hard work and determination. Marshall performed, I'm sure you saw him, 3 bands. Marshall performs in all 3 of our jazz ensembles and has done so for multiple years. He's also in 3 of our concert bands. It has always been a pleasure as a director knowing that you have someone as reliable and talented in your ensemble as Marshall. He is someone that we can always count on to be at rehearsals, setting the example for tone and style and helping those around him. I also remember him coming in as an 8th grader. This is a testament to things that work around here sometimes. 8th grade pep band night. And this little kid, I'm not exaggerating, Marshall was this tall. Yep, that's about right. His mom said just tonight, he was just as skinny then, but just imagine this. So as an 8th grader, he was determined, I am not doing band in high school. He can't, for some reason, maybe his mom made him come or something like that, and then he played in pep band, and then he changed his mind that night, and what a turnaround. Do you know what he's going to major in next year? Music. It's unbelievable. He does 2 things. Do you know what he does? He does that and rock climbing. If he doesn't have a trombone in his hand or a tuba or something, he's probably climbing something. This kid is unbelievable. The work ethic that he shows every day in and out is just amazing. Back to script. Okay. For those reasons, we are proud to present you with the 2021 Louis Armstrong Jazz Award. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Awesome. There's a kid in here too. Should I move it? All right. Do you want to read the rest? All right. Before we say goodnight and play one more song, I wanted to a huge thank you to Kyle Thorough, Cole Castine, and their awesome crew for their part of the show tonight. Can you help me give them a round of applause? I always think about them, and I think without them we'd be lights on, and I'd be yelling at you. That's what our concerts would look like. Instead, they look like this, which is just, and they sound amazing. It's unreal. Thank you to the parents that ushered tonight, and thank you all for coming. Our final piece of the year tonight and year is The Chicken, which features Marcia Dvorak on trombone. What? And Lucas on bass. That's a fact. All right, I hope you enjoyed the night. I hope you enjoy this next one. I'll see you soon.
you.